how to find a great doctor. I'm Jeff Segal, founder and CEO of eMerit. eMerit focuses on helping patients find the best doctors online and helping the best doctors be found online. Now, this was important to me. I'm a physician by training. I practiced as a neurosurgeon for a decade, but I also had a son who was ill. My son had intractable seizures. He's better now, but when he was 5, medications were not doing the trick for him. So I needed to find a great surgeon. You would think that I'm a neurosurgeon. It should be easy to find a talented pediatric neurosurgeon that deals with seizures. Turns out it wasn't so easy. I'd like to give just a few tips on what I've learned and how to find a great doctor. So tip number 1, this may sound pretty basic, but find a doctor who has a license to practice medicine without restrictions. You would think, well, surely every doctor who's practicing has a license to practice without restrictions. But it turns out that medicine is regulated by the Board of Medicine, and you can go to their website and they'll tell you whether the doctor's privileges have been restricted in any capacity. Now, take this with a grain of salt. It may very well be that the doctor had a run-in, if you will, with the Board of Medicine a decade earlier for a trivial offense. What do I mean by trivial offense? Something as simple as not having adequate documentation. If this is a single event that happened many years ago, it's probably not a problem. But if the doctor's privileges have been restricted and they're currently being restricted, you may want to pay attention to that. Tip number 2, take a look to see if the doctor is board certified. There are bona fide certifying agencies. What does that mean? It means the doctor has gone through an appropriate amount of training and has been judged by his or her peers as being a qualified practitioner. Most doctors are board certified, but not every doctor is board certified, and there are talented practitioners who are not board certified. But on average, if you have a choice, pick a doctor who is indeed board certified. Tip number 3, look at their malpractice history. Now, there's an assumption that if a doctor has ever been sued in the past, that he's not a talented practitioner. False, false, false. Don't use being sued as the only metric. Having said that, if a doctor has been sued many, many times, that probably is a red flag. Now, it's been shown that if you're a surgeon who practices in a high-risk specialty like neurosurgery, over the life of your career, you will be sued at least one time. Tip number 4, see what patients are saying about the doctor. If many patients are describing their doctor with glowing praise, that means something. If a lot of patients are saying that the doctor was not helpful, didn't listen, and caused a great deal of harm, that also probably means something. In short, you should put all of these tips together to get a holistic picture of a practice. Let's sum up. So number 1, make sure the doctor has a license to practice medicine without restrictions. Number 2, make sure he or she is board certified. Number 3, take a look at the malpractice history. Again, you can get this information typically at the Board of Medicine's website. And number 4, and probably no less important, see what the practice's patients are saying about this particular doctor. We went through what every family goes through when they learn a piece of news that is life-altering. The first thing you need to do is find who's going to help you navigate through this dark period. You need the best possible person to do it. My next video will be whether to pick a doctor who is a seasoned veteran or someone who just graduated from a program. eMerit helps patients find the best doctors online and helps the best doctors be found online.